Hello everyone, I'm back. Right, TheYetiNinja here. I'm here to bring you your 15th tutorial, and this one's teaching you how to make your own models. Yes! Alright, so a model. A creeper has a different model, a cow has a different model. What a model is, it's basically what your mob will look like, okay? So I'll be going over models. I'll be teaching you what the basics of models are, you know, like where all the code is, what to look for when you're trying to do something. And this is going to be about 2-3 part tutorial, maybe 2, I don't know if it'll be that long. Simply because models are actually quite hard to do, and it's just a long process. But I've saved the hardest for last, unfortunately. I don't know if you want to save the easiest for last, best for last, you know, but you know, here we go, we're doing models, so let's focus. So, I've opened up a class here called Model Chicken, okay? And it basically gives the model for a chicken, yes? And you see here you have the head, the bill, the chin, the body, the right leg, the left... Oh my god. What am I doing? I'm moving stuff around. Sorry, that's not meant to happen. The right leg, the left leg, the right wing, the right wing, the left wing, yeah? So there's lots of... Oh my god, stop moving stuff around. And then it's got public void render. And that's pretty easy. It just takes every component, every box, I should say, and it says dot render and F5. So that's pretty much easily made. Sorry, and I will show you how to do that if you're unaware. And then there's a set rotation angle. So like if you have a creeper, his legs sort of like move up and down. If you have a character, his arm sort of like looks like a demented robot, you know? Like when you try to punch something, his arms move, yeah? It's basically the rotations. So it's how the person moves, and I'll be teaching you all about how he rotates his models in 3D, how he does these 3D, and what all of these little, all these methods and numbers all mean, and all the rest. Okay. So I've opened 3 windows, guys, and the first window is, of course, the eclipse. The second window is our character. We're just going to be looking at how the skin is actually also made. And I've opened up a modeler called MC Modeler, and what it does is it makes it just so much easier to make mobs, because you can actually graphically see what your mob will look like, yes? So I will also be doing that. There's our texture, and we're back to eclipse. Okay. I'm going to be going through mainly preparing you to make a model, because guys, models are hard, unfortunately, or maybe not so hard, but a long process. So you see here there's this class called model base, okay, and model base is over here if you look for it, and if you see model base you see 3 methods here, and these are all we're going to be using these 2 methods as well as a constructor. Okay, and this is the render method, as we saw last time in our model, in the model chicken. So public void render, and over here is the set rotation angles. So this is where we are getting the methods, and these floats all have different types of rotations. Float F, it's like your character will rotate constantly. F1 he rotates only when he's walking, F2 rotates like 90 degrees when he's walking or something, and they all have different functions. So what we want to do is we want to do some testing, guys, okay? So I want to kind of teach you the actual way a modder does things, okay? Now a modder doesn't just go and say, oh, I know all this stuff, and then just types a load of code, okay? That's not how it works. At least that's not how I work. What I do is I say, okay, public void set rotation angles, yes? So this is a method, and inside this method we have something called parameters, and these are brackets, and inside these brackets they have floats. A float is basically like a number, like 1.5, 17.2189745213978345. They're numbers like that, okay? And so it has 6 of those, and we want to find out what each one is. So how do we find out? We simply test. So let's say, okay, the chicken has no rotations. And if you don't know what a rotation yet is still, you'll find out by the time I do this test. Let's say I want to say the head, okay, head, whoops, dots, and you want to go rotate angle. Now you have 3 axes, the x-axis, the y-axis, and the z-axis. Now guys, I was thinking of actually drawing something to show you what the x, y, and z axis each are, but I thought, okay, maybe it's better if I just experiment and show you. So let's say, okay, head dot rotate angle y. Okay, this is a method here, or an integer, which describes a lot of maths which allow Minecraft to understand what the head must do. Okay, I hope you understand. Rotate angle y, okay, let's say f. So we're going to say, okay, this floats, that's how the head's going to rotate. So what do we do now? We test it out. So we open up Minecraft, and we go here, and we open it up, we go single player, and we can go into this world if we want to. And now let's look around, shall we? Let's look around for a chicken and see how he moves his head. Now I swear we've seen every animal instantly, and the chicken's the one that's not here. That's pretty typical. Da 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 da. We're having no luck, are we? Oh dear, this is not good. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll commit suicide. Suicidal mission! Engage. Respawn. Now let's see if we get any more luck with finding chickens here. Because obviously there weren't chickens in that those chunks. Still no luck. Oh my god. Oh, okay, here we go. Here's a chicken. Look at his head now. What the hell? What on earth? Okay. When he walks, let's see what happens. His head sort of like spins around. Do you see that, guys? I don't know if you see that, but his head almost like spins around, okay? So that's what F1 does. Basically, whenever the guy's walking, his head spins around, right? So we know what F1 is. So what do we do now? We test, we know what F is, sorry. We know what F is. So now what do we do? Okay, well, okay, we know what that does, so now let's try F1. And we keep on doing this until we find the appropriate rotation which we want. Now, the reason I want to be so hard on these rotations is because they are very confusing. They confuse the hell out of me. I still don't fully understand them. But they are vital to being able to get your model and your mob to working properly. So guys, this is all on rotations, and that's all I wanted to stress this tutorial on for a model. So I'm just going to go Control Z and put everything back. So here, rotate angle X, F4, so this floats, okay, and this is a divide in Java, F4 divided by this big number, and that allows the head to sort of like sway left and right like this almost, like what you know, like you know how like animals turn around, yeah. So that is how rotations work, okay? It's, you name it, you say in which direction it must rotate, so rotate angle X, angle Y, or angle Z, okay? And it equals what? This equals, whoops. Okay, this equals minus 4f da 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 da, yeah? So guys, I hope you understand my tutorial. If you don't, ask me. I will try redo my tutorial if you really are struggling. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.